trying to be, right? What's that? It seems to be I don't see other. I think girls are almost exactly a year ago, so
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, that was the way.
Recording in progress.
Hey, do me a favor. Can I add 4 minutes? Yeah, thank you. Not a problem. And then when you let her in, can you make a co-host?
I'll try to figure it out.
Oh, it's simple. All you have to do is click on the name. So then you can make a co-host. Three buttons, Alexis. She should be arriving in any minute now. Good, how are you?
Good. Hey, I sent you an email. I gotta get on your schedule.
Yes, for sure.
With all these chairs taken over here. Hey. Because I'm one of my friends. This is our first time here.
Oh, these aren't good stuff.
Everything is taken.
Oh, yeah, 5 times.
Everything.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I was kind of surprised when you were Saturday afternoon. You were like 2 hours too late. I did all my everything. I was watching football. I was
Doesn't talk like this.
Oh, this is the person you need to talk to. Seems like
Doesn't fall into the legal category. I just get stuff to do. No, it's about us. We get back to yeah, and there's
Good morning. Good morning. It's Wednesday. It's my favorite day of the week because it's one-year Investor Day. Good morning. We're going to be getting started in about a minute or two, so grab some coffee, grab a treat, find a seat, and we'll get the rocking and rolling. Good morning to our YouTube live audience. good morning to those on Zoom. Oh, you guys are such a great audience. Just quiet it down. That is so cool. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Detroit Metro chapter of 1 Million Cups. Our goal is to educate, inspire, and connect entrepreneurs. This is a nationwide program, so in over 120 locations across the USA, people are doing the same thing, so welcome. If this is your first time here, I'll tell you a little bit about the program. Again, it is a free nationwide program. And the whole idea is to really equip small businesses, startups, those that are in thought mode about what they want to do and how to start a business, to make sure that we give them the tools and connections to resources to help them to launch a successful business. As we know, as a country and as a people, the only way really to build generational wealth is through business ownership. And so we want to make sure that anyone, no matter their race, color, or creed, that has an idea, that has a dream, which is what this country is built on, be able to launch a successful business and be able to eliminate any challenges to that business so that they can be successful and build generational wealth for their families. Welcome back those who come on a regular basis. We thank you so much. We appreciate the support and all the good vibes that you provide every week, so thank you so much. If you are a past presenter, raise your hand. Who has presented before? All right, there's a couple. Wonderful. And it takes a lot of people to make this happen every week, and we want to show some appreciation to our organizers. If you are one of the organizers, please raise your hand and give them a round of applause for the work that they do. Let's do better than that. Come on, come on. There we go. All right. If this is your first time here, please raise your hand. We want to give you a welcome as well. All right. Welcome, and this better not be your last time, I'm just saying. We want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Oakland Thrive. I also work for Oakland Thrive as a consultant, and Incubizo, who has so lovingly provided this space that we all sit in today. Thank you so much to our sponsors. It is important every chapter has to have a sponsor. And because Incubizo and Oakland Thrive are committed to small business growth, it is a perfect partnership. We want to encourage everyone to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We do YouTube Live, so if you can't make it, you can jump on YouTube and see what's going on here. We also do Zoom as well. If you're at your office and want to sneak a peek while you're working, while you're thinking of those ideas and how to build a business so you can get out of there one day and do your own thing, you can join us online. So please subscribe to our channels. There's a QR code. We're also on Instagram, LinkedIn, and Facebook. So come join us and subscribe. If you have never presented and you're interested, you have a business idea, you don't know what to do next, or you have a business and you're stuck somewhere. What do I do next? Do I need marketing help? Do I need business help? Do I need HR help? Do I need an IT guy? I need help. Come and pitch your problem. Present your problem. This is not a pitch. Present your problem. I guarantee you will get the help you need. Talk to those who have presented, and they'll tell you how valuable it is to come and present in front of our audience. 1millioncups.com/present. Takes about 3 minutes to fill out the application. It comes to our committee. We take a look, and we approve it, and then we give you coaching. We help you with your pitch deck, and you come and you shine, and you're a superstar. Our upcoming presenters, man, this year is gone by. Wow. Next week is Mercy Education Project. Mark's in the room, so Mark's going to be presenting next week. All right, we look forward to it. And Empowered Moms. That's an interesting one. You're going to love that one. December 17th, which is our last event for the year, we are going to have a celebration. It's been a long year. We get an opportunity to celebrate as a community. We're going to do a pop-up for all those who have presented this year that have products they'd like to sell. Please come and support them. Other products, probably looking for last-minute gifts. It's going to be a blast. We're going to have music. We're going to have a lot of fun. We might even have some adult beverages. Who knows? I'm just saying. We couldn't do this every week without a coffee sponsor. If you are interested in being a coffee sponsor to provide the coffee and treats, we would love that. It is the fuel that makes this whole organization run each week. And our coffee sponsor this week is one of my favorites. My friend, she's standing in the back of the room. It is the Goldman Sachs 10K Small Business Program. Destiny Williams, come on up. Tell us a little bit about 10K Small Business.
Sorry, I was in the back sneaking pictures so I can make sure I post all this wonderfulness on LinkedIn.
All right.
So thank you all so much for being here. I absolutely love 1 Million Cups. The energy is just contagious and amazing. And thank you guys so much for being here. And I need your energy because I'm not gonna lie, I'm sleepy. I've been up since 5 a.m. So I need all that great wintertime energy you can give me. And if y'all didn't catch the walk, I got my cute winter boots on. So anybody for the camera, you can check it out. But I'm here representing the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses Program. Our program is for entrepreneurs who are literally looking to take their hands off the steering wheel. We work on businesses learning how to work on their business, not in their business. And I mean that in an extremely literal way. Our program helps entrepreneurs take their hands off the steering wheel by allowing them to focus on their strategic growth and planning. The entrepreneurs who do our program have reported they have increased their revenue by 66% just 6 months after graduating, and have hired 44% more employees just 6 months after graduating. These statistics are very real. They are very real, and they show the very real impact of the program. This is not a magic pill. Our program is a huge time investment. We really want you to step away from your business. We offer our classes at Wayne State University. So every Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., our entrepreneurs are working on their strategic planning in a group, peer-to-peer mentoring way around each other and around other professionals who can help them grow. Our requirements are you have to be in business at least 2 years, have to have a minimum annual gross revenue of $75,000, and you have to have 2 full-time employees. If you feel like you fit those requirements, come our way. I have amazing business cards right by the food. And also I want to say shout out to Western Market, who's one of our alumni who helped allow us to be a coffee sponsor and provided the food. So if you like the food, please check them out. And check out my business cards, apply. We are currently accepting applications for our summer program until February 6th. If you're interested in our program, check us out on our website. Our application never closes, and our program runs every January, May, and September of each year. We have a program in session. So again, my name is Destiny. I have business cards right there, and you can check me out via our QR code. And that is it for me. And the next picture will show our website.
There you go.
There we go. Thank you. It's magic. I like it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Destiny. I had the privilege yesterday of going down and doing some of the interviews for the upcoming winter cohort. Is that correct? Is it the winter or the spring cohort?
Yes, the winner.
Winter cohort. Let me tell you, some of the people that came through there are amazing business people. And even people with MBAs want to come through the program because of the value of it. If you really want to know the value, talk to Melissa. She is a graduate of the program. It is a life-changing event. So don't be afraid. If you have a business that's in growth stage, got some challenges, you want to step out of the business, stop working in the business, but work on the business, this is a great program. So, this is the fun part because our presenters are coming up next. This is Technology Week. We have Charles West, AI Integration Advisor. He's going to be our first. And then Mr. Toussaint Carpenter, who runs a managed services business. He's going to be our second presenter. Give you some quick ground rules for those who have not been here before. These presentations are 5 to 7 minutes. and they're going to talk about some challenges in their businesses, and then they want feedback from those in the audience. Don't be afraid, don't be shy to come up, because what they need is they need help with their challenges. Again, it's not a pitch. It is an ask for help and connections to resources and ways to grow their business. So I'm going to shut up and I'm going to turn it over to Mr. West, and he's going to tell us all about AI integration advisors.
Hi, again, I'm Charlie West. My business is AI Integration Advisors. What we do is help people integrate AI into their businesses. So,
Speak just a little louder for us.
all right, my apologies. Things are changing really, really fast. Like literally every week, something new and kind of crazy comes out. Finding the tool when there's thousands of different things that you could be using is kind of challenging, and integrating it into your business is also kind of challenging. Raise your hand if you use ChatGPT. Yep. You guys know this thing is kind of handy, but there's a lot of other stuff you can do that's sort of above and over that. So, what my business does, lots of different things. I have 15 years of software development. Some of the things that immediately jump out are if you use something with these big online services like QuickBooks or ZoomInfo, odds are they have an integration that you can hook an AI system into, and then you can go ahead and be able to basically have ChatGPT that can talk to your particular finances and be able to compile a report or make a PDF document for it. Let's say you have a gigantic cloud server where you have all of these different files and there's absolutely no organization, and you want to be able to look things up easily. That. And then lastly, I've been kind of heads down on a phone receptionist / large scale model that I'm hoping can be used for the Oakland city government, where you can just talk to it like a normal person and look stuff up for it. It's like ChatGPT, but it's a phone number. I'm also hoping it can be useful for elderly care. And then lastly, if you have something that you do a lot, you can fire up an AI system, and without even that much knowledge, you can set something up so that it does all the heavy lifting for you. So my biggest challenge is I'm an engineer. I'm not really a sales guy, so I'm very good at developing technology. I'm not really good at convincing people to come and give me money. So my big problem that I'm struggling with is how do I make the initial sales as a consultant and or as a product person? So I've sent out lots of emails, I've gotten very few responses, and I've been to a number of networking events, and my common experience is people get very, very excited about the technology. They'll take a business card, and then I never hear anything from them ever again. And so my big question is, so the lessons I've learned so far is, one, if they're very excited, you really need to get something scheduled, because if you don't, odds are like 90% as far as I can tell, nothing will happen. The other thing is, people seem kind of interested in being able to talk with things on the phone. So I've been kind of head down for the last 2 or 3 weeks building a system that can do exactly that. And then the last thing is, I don't really have a huge social network. I moved to this area last year. It seems like it might be a good idea to make some partnerships with people that do know people. So, the big question I pose to you today is, how should I market to convert interest into sales, and who should I be talking to in terms of partnerships? So, with that, I leave it to whoever would like to lend their advice.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. Please give him a hand. All right, so AI integrators. Tell us again what you do in terms that everybody here can understand.
My apologies.
It's okay.
I have a degree in industrial engineering. I've spent multiple years working with AI. I've done 15 years of software development. My process is, tell me about your problems, and I'll see if I can find an AI tool that will help you solve it and help you get set up with it.
Do you do this for companies and individuals? Okay, great. So, he needs some help. He needs to convert interest into sales. Does anybody have any experience in that? If you do, come on, line up over here. Let's give this gentleman some help to get his business up to the next level. Melissa, the brave one, come on up.
You know, I mean, AI, I get it. I use it in my business, and I help clients use it as well. You know, and I work with people like you, so definitely we can connect, for sure, because I have a marketing agency. So I think the biggest thing is that one slide that you has some scenarios. You need to constantly talk about, yeah, that one. Constantly talk about what it can do for you, and you need to be out there all the time talking about it. So find a platform that you like, whether it is YouTube or Instagram, some social platform that you can just talk about what AI can do for you so that people will see you on the regular. And then your email should be sort of on the schedule where you're constantly emailing people out. So it comes across their inbox, because that's when problems happen. When you're sitting there and you're like, oh my gosh, my folders are so messy, and then you remember an email that you got the day before from Charlie, and like, you know what, let me just finally give him a call. It just requires that repetitive communication all the time about the scenarios, and some of them are gonna hit. You know, obviously, definitely segment and focus on a certain target that you're looking for, because all businesses can use AI. So a business that you, maybe something that you used in the past, and kind of focus on either that industry or that department, and constantly kind of keep talking to them about that.
That makes a lot of sense. A question if I may.
Yeah.
How do you stay off of email spams?
Depending on the email platform that you use, the more you email, the more you become legitimate, and therefore your emails won't, some emails won't go to spam, you'll be put on the whitelist. And then you ask. I do that all the time with my emails that I send out. The first thing I always put in my PS line is, move me to your inbox, or put me, you know, make me a whitelist, somebody that you want to get my emails from regularly. So keep asking your list to move you. But you have to constantly keep, when it comes to emails, who reads all of them? My inbox is crazy. Just keep getting out there.
Thank you.
Great, thank you, great advice. All right, come on up. Introduce yourself to the audience and give your advice.
I'm Joe Coro. I have a background in sales. So again, I think sticking on this slide is actually really key, and what the person before me said is even honing this down to the top 5 problems that small business owners face, and then how, you know, I can address each of those problems. And so as you do that, I can't speak to the like email marketing and things like that, but what I would say is a lot of people in your sector really get ahead by scheduling product demos. So what I would say is, you know, a lot of people use, you know, Zoom and QuickBooks and things like that, but creating like the top 5 headaches of small business owners, and then how you can directly address those kind of in quick succession. And then every time you get in front of people, you know, offering to schedule a product demo. And I would say in person, phone calls and speaking and things like this are going to get you those in person. And then, yeah, it may not result in something right away, but like the other person said, when somebody develops that need and they go, yeah, I was actually talking, I remember a Million Cups like a month ago. I talked to that guy, and he said he had a solution. I'm having a problem with payroll right now. And you get yeah, thank you. You got it.
Hello, Juwan, sales management professional, business development professional. Think about 3 things while I was listening to you. I'm a former investment advisor. A lot of people think it's what you see on television. We spend all day long with our head down analyzing content. So I kind of understand where you're coming from, right? And for me, one of the most important things that has served me well, and that oftentimes often individuals may feel awkward sharing their value prop and talking to people, is I have an acronym I keep in my mind called FORM: family, occupation, recreation, motivation. More times than not, we're so busy trying to make the sale, communicate our value prop, we don't take the time to develop a rapport with individuals, right? And so before you go into sharing exactly what it is you do, get to kind of know the person, develop a little bit of a relationship with them, because people do business with folks when they like, know, and trust. That helps me out because I'm real nerdy, right? All the time. The other thing I'm thinking about is, and I'm not gonna be too redundant, but this is like perfect. I forgot the young lady's name, we shared that before, but I'm gonna tell you, part of the reason why I came up here was out of selfishness, right? I watched 5 hours over the last 2 days of AI content, and this was more exciting than anything I watched, right? Because you actually show scenarios that are applicable. Something that I would also encourage you to do is ask more questions. Entrepreneurs like myself, we don't know what tools are available. We're feeling pain, but if you were to ask me specifically how to articulate, I couldn't do it. So anything that you can do to ask questions or get people to kind of share exactly what the bottlenecks are in their business. And then I'm a huge fan of Gary Vee's philosophy of jab, jab, left cross, and give people solutions like in short bite sizes to kind of demonstrate value. That makes you more interesting because they know you're interested in the problems that they're having. So those are some of the things I would encourage you to consider. Someone else already mentioned it. YouTube's a great channel, but start up a medium, start up a Substack, start up some type of medium that you're more comfortable with. Because you're not comfortable talking, you might be comfortable writing about problems, providing solutions, doing diagrams like this that people can read and consume in that way, right? So just a couple things on top of my head.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Bernard, External Motors Automotive Consultant. I've always been taught if you want to get the message across, show, don't tell. And you're right that AI is messy and confusing and people don't know what it can do for them. My question is, can you actually do like a video or something you can post to YouTube or LinkedIn that shows your AI tools in action? Show the phone receptionist how it deals with somebody on the phone, or how it can perform repetitive steps like payroll and things like that. If you can get a video that shows people what it does rather than just writing out, it might be a little more impactful.
Alright, that sounds good. One of my ideas that I'm working on right now is being that, sorry, I'm trying to get my phone system to the point where I can just post a number and you can call it if you want to see what it's like.
Oh yeah, that would be great. Yeah, so if you can have your customers interact with your tools, that's even better, because then at the end of the day they say, oh, was I talking to a person or was I talking to a machine? So, and then you tell them it's a machine and they'll be really nice.
That's great. Thank you.
Hi, Nate Title. I own a local IT company here in Ferndale called Anypic. And just responding to a couple things, first of all, I kind of have the same challenge that you do. I've got a really good product, but the audience is, growth is slow, so I'm going to be presenting in a couple weeks, kind of some of the same questions that you have. But what I've found particularly useful in the past, probably a year and a half of our development is, in the beginning, I went out, I did cold calling and cold email and things like that. But it was very challenging, especially if you're not, in sales as a discipline. But you're onto something with the partnerships. So find an area that you can collaborate with someone in a similar industry with similar clients as you, so your target market, and then pitch the value of working together instead of competing. So I've found other IT companies that I work with to fill in gaps. So we do some things that they don't. So like websites in particular. So you having an AI product, you do phone systems, and you're really good at, you might be good at building an auto attendant that is intelligent, things like that, but you may not have the hardware, or you may not have the networking, or things like that. So you would probably be a really good target for technology companies that sell things, like myself, that are different than yours, but related audience. Similarly, I've had some success, targeting business consultants. You heard a couple that gave you advice here today. They have clients that are small to mid-sized businesses in the area or nationally, that those needs might come up in conversation. And if you can get meetings with them and explain what you do and develop a decent compensation model for them, you might be able to get some traction just getting some of their clients' attention, and that way you don't have to sell it directly. You've got a trusted advisor that's selling to your base. And then the third thing I wanted to touch on is, you had mentioned and actually got some good advice on doing some marketing. I took some notes on that because I'm probably going to do the same. But you had questioned how to get your emails not to go into spam. And of course, they're specialists in that area, but one thing that I have found is you're obviously a smart guy. I use AI, so AI can tell you a lot of the limits and also screen your emails that you're going to send for things like that. So something that I've been doing with my teams lately, and we've set up some email marketing campaigns for clients too that are interested in this, because it's kind of a big push. And the email spam filters have changed in the past, especially in the past 12 months, but over the past 3 years, they've gotten a lot more strict. Ask ChatGPT or whatever AI engine you prefer to screen your email for subject line and content and say, hey, is this going to go to spam, or are there elements in here that I can change that would make this more deliverable? So that's been really successful. And then there's also, if you have a budget for it, email deliverability platforms that will use multiple email addresses that will warm them up and send them out of, instead of sending 1,000 emails from your email, which you can't do today without going into spam, you can send 50 emails per email address across 20 emails and have that mechanism rolling so that your domain credibility stays intact.
That makes sense. Thank you.
Absolutely. Best of luck.
Hello, I'm Valerie J. I help people with marketing and sales. I have a background in both. And so a lot of times when people think they need marketing, they're thinking promotion. They're thinking I need more people to know I exist. But what I have found with a lot of my clients is that there's some foundation pieces that are missing before they're ready to promote. And often those foundation pieces can be around who are you selling to? And for you, I'm not really sure I'm clear. Is it small businesses? Is it mid-sized businesses? Is it enterprise businesses? Those are all different. The sales cycle is different. How you get those opportunities is different. So I think you have to figure out like what's the sweet spot for you. And then you do a lot of things. I can tell you're really, really smart. You do a lot of things. But I think maybe it might be too broad. So you might need to make your offer a little bit more narrow so that, or niche down. People talk about niching down. And I think that maybe it needs to be something around pain points that will resonate more with people who will pay you money. I mean, I have a messy cloud folder, but I don't care enough about it to do anything myself, not to mention pay somebody. So I think you need to find what you do really well, that you're uniquely positioned to do, that people will pay you to solve that pain point for them. Once you bring that together, your ideal client, what you're uniquely positioned to do, you come up with some messaging so people will know you're talking to them because they have that pain point. And then I have a client who's like you, very smart, has a broad IT offer, and what we did was come up with an entry point offer, which is something small. It's a piece of what he does as his big thing that he can offer to people in conversation. That's a small thing that says, let's date before you pay me for a $25,000 engagement. And so, and it's actually an audit, which is brilliant because it's really a paid discovery gig. And so I think that maybe having those pieces will help you to be more comfortable in those sales conversations. And sales conversations are hard, let's be honest. Like, they're very difficult, especially for somebody who's a problem solver. But it'll help you to have those pieces in sales conversations, and then those will be able to turn potentially into more opportunities for you. So I hope that helps. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Great, thank you, everyone. Please give them a hand. So Charles, I know that was quite a bit. It's like drinking from a fire hose. Really early in the morning, too. But if there was one thing you heard that you could take away and implement immediately, what was it?
I think that scoping down, I think that scoping down to something particular that is easy to present and you know that a bunch of business need makes a lot of sense. I would agree my product offering is probably too wide. And there's definitely a tension between product development and marketing.
I would definitely book some time with Valerie and with Melissa and talk to Drake about that because it can help you with that. So definitely book some time with them because they came up with some wonderful ideas that can really help you. And because you are a client of Open Thrive, you do get some opportunity to spend some time with them at our expense. So that's a wonderful thing.
Thank you.
Thank you again. So make sure you take down his contact info. Raise your hand if you're starting to use AI. Oh my goodness, everybody. Charles, you see all these clients in the room here, right? They're all struggling. Well, they're all using AI. And if you're anything like me, because there's so many tools out there, you're not sure what to use at any time. So spend some time with Charles. He can certainly help you with that. All right, Mr. Toussaint, you are up. CMIT Solution of Northwest Metro Detroit. Toussaint Carpenter, he is a startup business. He's got some unique challenges that he needs some help with to get over the hump.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. How we doing?
All right.
Good. I'm Toussaint Carpenter from CMIT Solutions. here to present today to share my issues with you. So just about me, 13 years in the automotive industry. 9 of those were at Ford, where I had 8 patents and the Henry Tech Award. Some of the features that I worked on are on the screen. Things like intelligent backup power, and then the light rings that you see on the hybrid, the plug-in hybrid and the battery electric vehicles. My background is in electrical engineering management, and I'm currently pursuing organizational leadership for a doctorate. So what led me here? I was basically looking to make a bigger impact. I was looking for more challenge. I was looking for more autonomy. And overall, an experience that was more customer facing and the ability to support all the different industries out there in the world. And this information just kind of gives you a sample of my profile that gives you an understanding of kind of who I am and the kind of things that I'm interested in. So I work for CMIT Solutions. It is a franchise brand. Headquarters are in Austin, Texas. It's been around for 29 years. Over 270 locations, over 900 or so technicians, and we serve over 83,000 different users. So basically, it's a national brand with local support. Our goal is to bring local support to you guys face to face for the businesses. We support small, medium-sized businesses, and that means 5 to 250 or so employees. So how do we support them? Through protection. We guard your data and your systems from cyber threats, reliability. We prevent downtime through proactive monitoring and support. Productivity, we simplify collaboration through secure tools. And then strategy, we help you basically understand what your roadmap is moving forward and how to help you grow as you progress in your business development. So as it relates to the budget, typically you want to have 3 to 7% of your annual revenue for IT. With managed services, we basically provide you the same level of support with a fraction of the cost. So typically we are half to a third of the cost of in-house staff. And then that's predictable monthly pricing that makes it easier for you guys to budget. And that's so you get higher upfront cybersecurity with lower investment, long-term risk as well. So right now my biggest challenge is visibility, time, and connections. Like I said, I was recently in corporate and I didn't have a lot of business owner connections and I wasn't in a lot of associations and things like that. So it's just been a matter of time at this point, and that's the biggest issue. There's just time in the market. So with that said, what I've done thus far, I've joined 3 chambers, Troy, Southfield, and Farmington Area Chamber of Commerce, 1 BNI in Troy. I've recently joined some more associations like the MICPA, or I'm trying to, the Michigan Manufacturers Association, and then a few other associations. I've been attending various networking events. I do social media posts on LinkedIn through the personal profile and the company profile, and I was doing Google Ads, but I've stopped that now. And I've also gone in and optimized my local website for local SEO. And I'm obviously at this event as well. So upcoming, I do have a podcast that I will be participating with the Detroit Chamber of Commerce in the coming, actually tomorrow. And then I will be participating in panel discussions with at the Farmington Community Library, and I will have some exhibit tables and ribbon cuttings and lunch and learns that I'm planning to also do as well to help share information, educate the public on what IT services we provide and how they can benefit them. So some lessons learned are that I have limited time and bandwidth. I get up 3 in the morning and work out and all these type of things, and I'm going to different networking events across my territory, which spans Troy, Sterling Heights, all the way down to here, and then all the way over to Novi and Northville. And then administrative work is not my forte. Neither is cold outreach because it's really time intensive, and I'm literally trying to have calls every day and meet with people every day. But using LinkedIn has been very helpful with building and maintaining an online presence and connections. So I post a lot of content. I use Sales Navigator to find business owners and things like that. And I'm also going to constant in-person conversations and events to generate those leads. And that's where I've generated all my leads thus far, is actually in-person events. So how you can help? Intro to SMBs and business owners who need IT and tech guidance, optimization, and protection for their business. I'm also looking to partner with businesses that need MSP services, so that could be business consultants, financial services, other associations like Oakland Thrive and things like that that help to support other small, medium-sized businesses as they grow and develop. I'm also looking for opportunities to speak on topics like education, technology, leadership and policy, just because those are topics of my interest, and that'll help me to also get my thought leadership out there and expand into having conversations with different people. And I'm also looking for someone that can work as a virtual assistant, BDR and SDR, ideally hybrid, because I would like for them to go to networking events in person, because I work B2B and I think people want to see a person, not just get calls consistently. So in addition to the cold outreach and things like that, I want somebody who can also help me schedule things and help make my life easier, but also help me navigate my territory, cover more ground in less time. And so yeah, that's it. My name is Toussaint Carpenter, CMIT Solutions of Northwest Metro Detroit. I have pamphlets on more information related to the services that we provide in great detail over there at the front desk, so you can go and get that at your own leisure. And then this QR code, it goes to my digital business card, which has pretty much all my information on it. Thank you.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. So before we start asking people to come up, I want to just poll the audience real quick. How many people run their small business from home? Do you do more than just the internet connection from your local cable company? You need to talk to this man, because guess what? All your information is out there for people to steal it, because there is not any type of protection that the cable companies provide. Trust me.
They give you a bit of a firewall.
Just a little. Yeah, but your son could probably break through that firewall.
Yeah, with that said, I do also help individuals that are trying to grow and do things like that, but there are a lot of things that you guys need if you definitely want to scale up. The goal is to make sure that you can scale easily and not have to change when you hit critical mass.
There you go. All right. So what kind of advice do we have for Mr. Toussaint? I know there's some folks can help. Come on up.
Hi, I'm Melanie Summers. I'm of Melanie Summers Creative. I design websites, and one thing I noticed with highly technical industries, when you're talking to other businesses or the layperson, you probably already know this, but one thing I've noticed is that sometimes it's so difficult to get people to understand the concept of what you're doing and how it benefits them. I have that problem a lot with helping others to see the value of what I do so that they can look into it more. And you have put yourself out there, going to network events and things like that, which is awesome. And people do need to see a face associated with your business. I'm just wondering how you describe your businesses to others, because in the tech field, we already know what we're talking about and everything like that. It's like second nature. For me, I've had to just take a step back and say, how does this benefit my client in very layman's terms? Not because my clients can't understand, but they're busy and they just need to understand, okay, instantly, how is this going to benefit me? Like what Daryl just did, when he explained that, I was like, oh, because when you were talking, I'm like, well, I work from home, so I'm probably not the ideal client, but I don't know that. So I think maybe having an approach where it's like here are the ABCs of why you need this. I don't know if you've done that already, but that's just my 2 cents on it.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
No problem.
Hello, Toussaint.
Good morning.
So you knew I was going to come up here.
Yes.
Last week. So it was 3 things I was thinking about. One, the advice that Valerie gave to the previous gentleman, I want to share the same thing with you. Create an MVP, right? Create something as simple as bite-sized that you can solve right out the gate for most business owners. There's a gentleman in here who actually secured my business by simply doing that, right? Gave me some small bite-sized, fix a small problem for me. And because he earned my trust, I was willing to then turn around and start developing a more relational situation, right? The other thing that I would encourage you to consider is this. So often we spend a lot of time on marketing, but iterate on your sales. Like the best thing you can do right now is just get in front of more people. And I know it's going to be painful, right? Because it's not fun, right? I heard your schedule. Your schedule is something about getting at 4 o'clock in the morning too, right? But iterating so you can better understand exactly what the pain points are, right? Because you can have the most smacking, beautiful marketing presentation ever, but if you can't communicate that value prop in a simple, fast way where individuals can immediately grasp what it is to do and the value prop and how you can fix them, right? I want to see you generate revenues. So I know you said you're working really hard already. I'm gonna give you some advice you're probably not going to hear. Turn up. Talk to even more people. Ask more questions. At this stage of your business, you're launching. So you want to be nosy, right? You want to get people's stuff and figure out exactly what those problems are and create some MVPs, get people into your ecosystem, and then you can give them the full ladder. And hopefully that makes sense.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Hello, Toussaint.
How you doing?
So I think you have a great product. Managed services is a known thing. There are lots of people in that space, and so people know what that is. Though I would ask, what makes you different from all those other companies? And I think that's something to work on in your messaging. But I would agree with Juwan, and I think that sales is the place that you really need to spend some time. Unfortunately, that's the conundrum of being an entrepreneur, right? You build a widget and you want everybody to have your widget, but they don't want to pay for it unless you're selling to them. And so sales are going to be a big part of what you're spending a lot of your day doing to get customers until you've filled your capacity. And so I wonder what your sales process is like. I love when Juwan talked about iterating. I think it's important to have those experiences, talking to people, figuring out what they need, how those conversations will go. And you will blow up a lot of them. They won't all go well, and that's part of learning. In my first sales job, I thought sales was customer service. Can you make money? No, it is not. And I actually went through a formal sales training with Sandler to learn how to sell. And there are steps, there's structure. And so I think having that will make you more comfortable, but also more intentional in your conversations, so that it's not just you're networking and then you exchange cards and nothing happens. You're able to drive the conversation with understanding, do they have a need? How do you position that to them? What's the next step? How do they buy from you? All of that is part of having a sales process. I think that might be what you're looking for.
All right, thank you.
Hope that helps.
Appreciate it.
All right, anyone else? I know there's a lot of smart people in this room. And one of the challenges you mentioned was cold calling and prospecting.
Yeah, right now it's a bit difficult without CRM.
So about 20-something years ago, I took this class. The lady who teaches that class is in this room. It's called Painless Prospecting. It was one of the best classes I took when it comes to how to prospect without a lot of pain. So it's always going to be painful because that cold call, trying to make that connection from just a cold visit can be difficult. But Denise Roberts, raise your hand. She taught painless prospecting. She still teaches it. I would definitely talk to her because you can't grow a business without revenue. All right. And all the things you heard this morning, if you find one nugget you can take away,
Yeah,
just put it immediately.
Get it in front of more people.
Get in front of more people.
That's what it boils down to.
There you go. All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Please give me a hand. All right, so we had two great presenters this morning. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you guys coming and being vulnerable and talking to our audience. I'm going to yell there because I'm not even in front of the camera. And thank everyone for coming out this morning. So, as we mentioned, December 17th is our last 1 million cups for the year. We're doing a pop-up market. Please come support the folks who have come out every week. A lot of them to learn more and to be part of a community is going to help them to grow their business. And if you have presented in the past, please go online, use this QR code to sign up for our event. All right. We used to put all the slides up of all the announcements. We'd be here till 11 o'clock if we did that. So there are TV screens around the room that have all the events that are coming up soon. Please take an opportunity to look at the TV screens. There is a informational session coming up at 11 o'clock today to talk about Fast Track. What Fast Track is it's another part of the 1 Million Cups program for small businesses that are really looking to scale and need some specific direction, how to build a business plan, how to create your own marketing plan, and some other things. There's a QR code that's going to pop up on the TV. If you're interested in the Fast Track program, there is, again, at 11 o'clock, there's an informational session on Zoom by Melissa Wilson, who's one of our organizers. She's not here today. She actually lives in North Carolina. But she's going to do this program via Zoom. And I'm also a part of the Fast Track program. I've just been certified to teach Fast Track. So I'm looking forward to that. All right. Look at that, we have 15 minutes left. How about that? We ended on time. That's a wonderful thing. Any events going on? Since we have a couple of minutes real quick, anybody doing anything special? Anybody planning anything? Who's one? Come on, Drake.
Yeah.
Thank you, Daryl. And good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing this morning?
Good.
Wonderful, wonderful. And we are in the last quarter of the season, so I am so happy that we have made it all here together in one bunch. But just want to announce one event that's happening today. It's the Holistic Health Fair that's going to be going on today from 11 until 3 p.m. at the Vibe Credit Union, located at 44575 West 12 Mile at the Vibe Credit Union Community Center in Novi. And one of the reasons that's such an important event is because it sprung from one of the events that Oakland Thrive sponsors called the Fish Tank. If 1 Million Cups is the mothership of networking for Oakland County events, I like to think of Fish Tank as a shuttlecraft that goes around the county collecting entrepreneurs. We've had a number of our B2B consultants make appearances there. Melissa, you've made an appearance there. Tanisha's made an appearance there. And some of you, our presenter today, Charles West made his debut into the Oakland Thrive ecosystem through the Fish Tank event. And so I want to encourage, I like to say that small things spring from, big things spring from small places. And that's, if there's a one way to really illustrate that, is the fact that two ladies who came to that event met, and because of that, as a result of that, they have this health fair that is going on today. And so I want to encourage everyone to not just stop your networking here on the northwest side of the county, but come on over to the other side, the southwest side. We have our final Fish Tank occurring in New Hudson on December 9th at the Big Beast that's located on Milford Road before it takes flight in West Bloomfield. And so that is our moving, again, satellite event that is going to be a networking event that's going to go on throughout different areas of the county. If you're interested in cross-pollinating and learning more about the county, meeting other county officials, other local officials, and getting more engrossed and engaged in what's going on business-wise in the county, please make certain that you come to the next Fish Tank. I don't know if we have a flyer for it, but if you're interested, let me know and I'll make certain I give you that information. Thank you.
David, come on up.
I know last minute, for those of you who like to wait till last minute to sign up, we probably have a small handful of tickets available for tomorrow's holiday party with the MHHP Chamber over at Bar Gabby. The food's going to be incredible. If you haven't heard of Bar Gabby, if you don't know about the restaurant, it's a place that you're going to want to check out for sure. If you want to sign up, see me. I have the link, and that's it.
The Madison Heights Hazel Park Chamber does quite a bit. They are one of our partners as well, so this is sponsored by them. This is their holiday party. I guarantee you it's going to be worth every nickel. Donnie? Yeah, 30 seconds.
So real quick, I'm going to be hosting trivia every Thursday from now through January 1st at the Cadillac Lodge downtown. So if you like holiday trivia or any kind of trivia, come on out. It's, where the Cadillac Lodge is, where the Christmas tree is downtown, Campus Marshes. So the lodge is right there. We have all those cool shops. If you need to do some shopping, I will be there every Thursday from 6 to 8 through the holidays.
Thursdays don't work for me.
That's too bad.
Wait, you said the Cadillac Lodge?
Yep. It's the Cadillac Place.
Not the Cadillac Hotel, no.
No. It's the big pop-up that they do right there in Cadillac Square. Yes.
Okay.
Hey, stranger, welcome back. Oh my goodness.
Hello, everyone. It's so nice to see all of you that I haven't seen in a long time. And I'm here to invite you to an event that I'm having with art and spoken word, people that do monologues and music. And that is December the 6th, and it'll be at the Psychedelic Healing Shack. I will be having another event in January as well. And I'm kind of looking at this spot here, and I'm going to be discussing something with the man that owns this building here. Anyway, do come out on Saturday, and it starts at 5.
Thank you. Lisa Davis, one of our organizers. Come on up.
Good morning, 1 Million Cups. Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Lisa Davis, and if you don't know me from social media, I am on social media with about 300,000 followers as the Trusted Banker. On my social media platforms, I'm going to open them up next week for anybody that has a retail product. So if you sell candles, if you sell lotion, if you sell something that you make and you can ship it out, I'm going to allow you to go on my platform in front of all of my followers. They're very excited to see the different products because I don't sell really retail products. I sell planners, and I teach you how to make money by selling. So if you're interested in being on my platform, we're going to do it with the Hazel Park Community Center, and we're doing it in partnership with the Hazel Park Madison Heights Chamber. You can register, you can see me after all the announcements and the pictures and everything. I want to get retail salespeople that don't know how to go live, teach them how to go live, teach them how to sell their product, teach them how to make money, and give them an opportunity in front of 200,000 or more people to get their product out there as long as you're willing to ship it as soon as somebody buys it, because somebody's gonna buy it if you've got a great product. So if you're interested and you wanna go live, we've already got a few people, we've got probably 5 people signed up, and it's gonna be a rotation of a live event. So if you've seen any live sales events, then you understand what I'm talking about. And if you haven't seen those and you have a retail product, this is something you need to do because sales is moving to live sales. It's not just gonna be all the pop-ups, all the vendors, all the this, all the that. We've got a whole 7 billion people looking for whatever you're trying to sell. So you need to get in front of them by getting on social media. And I'm here to help you break through your fear, to start talking to people, to let them know what you have so they can buy what they need because you probably have it and they just don't know it exists. So if you're interested, come see me after, and you can register, and you can get on the live sales event. Next is going to be December 11th from 9 to 4. That's when you will be live. You're going to have music, we're going to have food, we're going to have guest speakers and guest people come in, and it's going to just be a really fun time. We've already rented out the community center, so if you're interested in selling your product, let me know.
It sounds like a great time. Can I come?
No.
No. I'm coming anyway. Well, that's the end. Thank you so much. Give yourselves a round of applause. We look forward to seeing you all next week. And I mentioned Mercy Education Project. We're looking forward to your presentation next week, Mark. I know it's going to be amazing. His organization needs your help. They're kind of in a transition period. They work with young ladies that are in, I want to say distress. That's not a good word, is it? But they need some assistance. So come next week, let's give Mark some assistance. And Empowered Moms will be here next week too. She's not in the room today, but please come out and support those who are brave enough to come before this wonderful audience. So guess what? It's picture time. We use these pictures on our social media. Feel free to use them on your social media as well to tell everybody about 1 Million Cups. We want to fill this room up to capacity. So if you know anyone, it's a small business owner, they want to launch a small business, well, they just want to hang out with some cool people that's got a lot of good energy. Invite them to this room. We'd love to have them as part of our community. So, David, he's our new photographer. Please give him a warm welcome. He has graciously donated his services to make sure that we have nice content every week that we can post on our social media. So again, hashtag 1 Million Cups DetroitMetro, hashtag Open and Thrive, hashtag small business, hashtag entrepreneurship, hashtag Incubizo, and hashtag your business as well. We want to make sure we share all these with our community.
All right, guys, so last week we did a phenomenal job. Everybody got in, got pictures of everybody. So we got to top that. I know we had Thanksgiving, so everybody a little stuff. Everybody seems a little sleepy today, but we got to get this picture out of the way. So slide on in, get close presenters. I need y'all in the front. Sponsors, whoever's sponsored, if you're still here, you come in the front as well. Come in close.
Wave to the camera. Here you are, sir. Thank you so much for coming out and being a presenter today. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you. All right, everybody on the other side of the pole, come on, squeeze in.
All right, guys, we're gonna knock this out at the count of 3. Get y'all in. All right. All that right there. 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, last one. 1 million cups. 1, 2, 3.
1 million cups. We want to thank our audience on YouTube Live this morning. Thanks for joining us. We will see you next week.